Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dina. I had come back to you guys with a brand new video, and hope you guys are having a great day so far. In today's video, guys, will be seeing is we're going to be covering the top 5 maps that possibly could be brought in to the brand new Call of Duty MW4. Now, as you guys know, whenever a new Call of Duty comes out, as you guys have seen with Black Ops 4, there is usually leaks and teasers that are dropped within the next week or two before it actually drops. Currently, we're in the running of MW4 coming out within the next 5 to 6 months, so we're going to be discussing a lot of the information that could be coming within this game. Now, if you guys have not been here on the channel before, I do have a playlist of the videos I made previously for Call of Duty MW4. I'll leave a link to the playlist down in the description where I basically cover any information that has already been covered about the brand new game coming out. But today we're going to be discussing 5 COD maps from previous Call of Duties that could possibly be remastered and brought into MW4. Now, before I go any further, please remember, if you guys are brand new to the channel and you guys enjoy Call of Duty information, whether it be Black Ops 4 or the brand new 2019 Call of Duty, or any other things like GTA 6 news and information, or the PlayStation 5, the brand new PlayStation console, I upload information videos on that. If you guys want to stay up to date with any of that type of stuff, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell on so you guys never miss another video here on the channel. And also, if you guys going to enjoy, do not forget to hit that like button. It's always much appreciated if you do so. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now I'm going to be putting the maps up on screen as we kind of cover them, and I'm also reading off of an article which basically has the information about each map and why they should actually be brought into the COD MW4. Now, I'm going to be putting that link down in the description down with its info, so if you guys want to read the article by yourself, you guys can do that. But it starts off here saying, as Call of Duty fans count down the days until the release of the next Modern Warfare game, here are 5 maps from the series that have yet to be remade or remastered. COD players across the world are eagerly waiting for the announcement of the next title in the franchise, with MW4 being the game many expect, ultimately continuing the Modern Warfare series. As with the release of any Call of Duty game, focus immediately switches to the multiplayer aspect of the game, with speculation growing about weapons, locations, and new kill streaks that we may or may not see in the game. No one quite knows yet what to expect from the upcoming game, but we've got 5 suggestions for maps that have yet to appear in Modern Warfare series that could be used in MW4. Now, to start off with, the first one is Block. Now, if you guys do not know this map, it is an older Call of Duty map, and it says here, one of the most popular maps from Modern Warfare. Block has not yet had the pleasure of remake or remaster. Set just outside Pripyat, Ukraine, the map offered great sight lines for snipers who took on cross-map battles, but had to be wary of flanks. Inside the main block buildings, there were plenty of opportunities for close-quarter gunfights, especially if you didn't check your corners when using one of the blasted wall openings to enter. While it completely fit the original Modern Warfare game, it also wouldn't be out of place in a newer game. It would just need a lick of paint. So if you guys do not know, this map was from COD MW4 or COD 4 Modern Warfare. In Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, the game was remastered. I do not remember exactly if the map was brought in. If it was, I'm stupid. I didn't really play COD Remastered that much. I played the Infinite Warfare for maybe a day or two, and then I played the Modern Warfare Remastered a little bit, and then I go back every now and then and kind of pull gameplay for the videos if I need it, but I didn't really play the game that much. Like, I got to maybe, level 15 at the most, and then I stopped. I don't really know. I don't care about that game. But like they said, it's going to need some updating with a paint to make the map a little bit more interesting, because if they leave it as the bland, just gray and black map, it's not going to be interesting. But moving on here, the next map is Village. Now, Village, checking the corners may have been vital on Block, but you needed eyes in the back of your head to be successful on Village. Now, the large size map set in an African village had a ton of different aspects to it, including a number of buildings inside the middle of a village, an inside waterfall area, and plenty of long sight lines for players who didn't want to jump into the close quarter action. Now, it may not take a return in MW4, but we'd love to see it reappear somewhere, because kill confirm games on this map could be the stuff of legends. Now, if you guys did not play this map, there's not really much I gotta say about the map other than it was a very fun. It was almost like a bigger Nuketown, or a bigger, if you guys have played Contraband in Black Ops 4, it's a bigger version of that map in my opinion, or somewhere in like in those range. It was a fun map, I would say, for close quarters. Whenever it comes to sniping, I do not think it was actually a fun map in my opinion. I didn't find any liking to sniping on that map. But moving on here with the next map, it is Afghan. Now, as of one of the biggest love it or hate it maps in Call of Duty, the Rails Ice Cold Chill could be a viable alternative to Afghan's Desert Heat. While the two maps played off each other in Modern Warfare 2, they operated pretty differently, especially seeing as more fans took to Afghan. Now moving on here, it says as Afghan had a number of key areas that you needed to control if you were going to be successful, including vital choke points that denied flanks and the open cliff position that allowed a sniper to see almost everything. Now, it completely fit Modern Warfare 2, and as a fan favorite, it would be hard to say no to seeing it in Modern Warfare. Afghan was sort of remastered in Infinite Warfare, but it wasn't a true remaster, taking it well into the future and of course featuring jetpack movement. Now, as you guys know with this map, it's more of one of those fun, like, it's more of just a boots on the ground type of map. Now, as you guys know with Call of Duty World War II boots on the ground, that was not a fun map. They made it so slow. I like the way Black Ops 4 has it with the whole movement system. Now, the map Afghan was a very fun map for boots on the ground and like the whole strafe jumping. Now, if they were to bring that map back with Call of Duty MW4, it would be a pretty interesting map in my opinion. But the whole thing with, like, you can go up on the plane and run around, I hate that they remastered some of these good maps and brought them into Infinite Warfare. Because it's one of those things that, like, they're basically going to say now, okay, it's been remastered, don't plan on it being remastered ever again. Because that's stupid. Like, the fact that they remastered it into Infinite Warfare, probably the worst Call of Duty in COD history, in my opinion. I'm not going to say it's the worst, but I will say it's one of the worst CODs ever to be made. Now, if there was going to be a map being remade, as you guys know with Terminal and Rust and Rise and all those types of maps, they are maps that I would love to see remastered. But it's all kind of up to how Infinity Ward works. Maybe even Black Ops 4 where it might remaster one of these maps and try and like bring it into the whole COD BO4 movement. Try to make it a little bit fun. I don't really know. But that's going to do it for that map. Now moving on here, the next map is Hard Hat. Now Hard Hat was a staple of MW3 despite the fury that could be caused if you lost a care package due to the cranes and buildings that towered over you. Now, similarly to Derail, you either loved or hated Hard Hat, but you probably hated it if you couldn't escape the tunnels without being chopped up by an opposing player, or had your tactical insurgent camped on when trying to respawn back into a favorite position. Now, taking a fight up the ramp on the left side of the map was extremely difficult, but there was a sense of achievement in doing so, so you came out victorious. For reasons like that, we'd love to see it in MW4. Now this map was a pretty fun map. I didn't really play this map as much. I did play MW3, but I didn't really play this map as much. I don't think I got maybe a few lobbies. MW3 I didn't actually play it whenever the game actually came out. I played it a few years later, purchased it, played a little bit, had some fun. But it wasn't really a map or a game for me in my opinion. Now if they were to remaster this map and bring it into COD MW4, that would be pretty cool. It would be fun to bring back some of these older maps and make them a little bit more colorful, bring them and make them a little bit more interesting. That way people can play them nowadays, or people that have started playing Call of Duty here in the past few years and didn't get to experience any of those older maps. They get to actually experience the OG maps. Now next up, and this is actually the last map, it is Rust. Now as you guys know, Rust was an OG map from MW2, and bringing back Rust would bring a whole new dimension to the classic 1v1 me on Rust shout. There's a whole new line of COD players that have yet to have their confidence slapped down by a loss to a friend who never seems to miss with their intervention. It's a map that should be welcomed back with open arms by older players, especially those who still remember the spawns and grenade spots. Like Afghan, a map inspired by Rust was in Infinite Warfare, but it was heavily modified with more cover and featured jetpacks. We are still yet to see a true boots on the ground remake of this iconic map. Now, in my opinion, with Rust, like they said, Rust was the iconic. If you guys played Call of Duty back in the day and you guys heard the trash talkers on Xbox Live or even on PS3, Rust was that map that if you pissed off someone or you and another person were getting at it, or even you and just some friends wanted to 1v1, the way you 1v1 back in the day, if you were good with a regular gun, that's cool, but the way you 1v1 was 1v1 me on Rust with the intervention. That was the OG type of way of 1v1ing. Nowadays, people will go onto Nuketown with a KN or like an ICR or a Cordite with Black Ops 4, or they'll go onto firing range and 1v1 on there. That's not the way OGs did it. Now, would it be a good thing to bring this into BO4? Maybe. I think it'd be pretty cool, but MW4, if they're going to remaster this map, MW4 is probably the way they need to go with it. But other than that, that's all the information that I have for you guys. That is the 5 maps that could possibly be brought into Modern Warfare 4 if given the chance. Now, you guys can let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you think these maps should be brought into the game. In my opinion, they are some pretty interesting maps that could be brought into the game. The most obvious one I think that should be brought in is probably going to be Rust. If they were to bring that map into the game, it'd be pretty cool. But other than that, that's all the information that I have for you guys. Hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy. Remember, if you guys did go on to enjoy this video, do not forget to hit that like button. It's always much appreciated if you do so. And also remember, if you guys are brand new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell so you guys never miss another video here on the channel. If you guys want to stay up to date with any information coming out for Call of Duty 2019, or even Call of Duty Black Ops 4 information, news, and gameplay, even with the brand new operation coming out, if you guys want to stay up to date with that type of stuff, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and you guys will never miss a thing. Do remember, if you guys want to follow me on any of my social medias, links to everything are down in the description. And also, if you guys want to go and check out my sponsors, links to all my sponsors are all down in the description, as well as the codes to get yourself some discounts at all the websites. And also, if you guys want to go ahead and get yourself some of the Hype Nation merch, the link to my store is down there in the description, down where it says merchandise. So if you guys want to go ahead and get yourself some of the Hype Nation merch, feel free to do so. But without further ado, guys, it's been your boy Dina Hype. I'll catch you guys next one. Have a great day. Peace!